Have you ever thought to yourself, I am so sick of my body right now? Maybe it's the fatigue, the pain, the inflammation, the weight that won't budge, the mental fog, or maybe it's a skin flare-up for no apparent reason. Most of us have been there and it's frustrating. Like you're doing everything right and your body just refuses to cooperate. But I do want to flip that question for a second. Are you sick of your body, or is your body sick of you? Let me explain, and don't worry, this isn't a lecture, it's just something for us to think through together. When your body's constantly giving you signals, pain, brain fog, gut issues, inflammation, it's not trying to ruin your life, it's trying to protect you, and science backs that up. In fact, research from the National Institutes of Health shows that chronic stress leads to inflammation, which is a major trigger for most chronic diseases. And inflammation, it messes with everything: your energy, moods, hormones, digestion, even brain function. So, if you're not feeling like yourself, it's not just in your head, it's your body waving that red flag saying, hey, I need something different here. Now, let's talk about the mind-body loop, because here's the thing. Your physical symptoms affect your mental state, and your mental state affects your physical symptoms. Studies show that people with chronic conditions are 2 to 3 times more likely to experience anxiety or depression. But get this. Chronic anxiety and stress also increase cortisol, disrupt sleep, and impair digestion. So if your gut is a mess, your hormones are off, or your mood is tanking, it could all be connected. It's not you being lazy, or negative, or weak. It's your nervous system and your biology doing exactly what they were designed to do under stress. Most of us have been trained to push through everything. Tired, caffeinate. Bloated, ignore it. Anxiety, bury it. In pain, take something and keep going. But eventually, your body gets tired of being ignored. That's when the symptoms get louder. That's when you feel sick of your body. But maybe it's just that your body is sick of being pushed past its limits. So what now? What can we do to break this cycle? Here's what has helped me and so many others that I've worked with in the past. Number 1, support your nervous system. Make sure that you start to pull down those cortisol levels, because once again, cortisol is going to mess with your hormones, mess with inflammation, and that's just going to make this state worse. The next thing we want to do is we want to balance our blood sugar levels. This is if we're a diabetic or if we're even not a diabetic. We want to make sure that we're in charge of our cravings, that we're giving our body full, whole, nutrient-dense foods, not being a slave to sugar. Another thing we want to do is make sure that you focus on your sleep. For women, you might need up to 9 hours of sleep. For men, we need at least 7 hours of sleep. So make sure that you are paying attention to your sleep and your sleep cycle. Make sure you've got good sleep hygiene. So if you haven't prioritized your sleep, your stress, or your diet, there's the first steps that you want to take to be able to handle this and start to change that negative connotation we have towards our body, thinking that it's our body's fault when it is what we have been doing to our body to make it act in a certain way. So the next time you feel frustrated, like your body's failing you, pause. Ask, what is my body trying to tell me? Because when you stop fighting your body and you start working with it, that's when real healing actually begins. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but you don't have to be perfect to make progress. You just have to be willing to listen and to take one small step at a time.